Hey everyone, Empire Build Academy Fabian, just jumping into the Foundation Galactic Frontier game on mobile. If you just downloaded the game and have absolutely no idea what you're doing, then hopefully in the next 5 minutes I'm going to show you exactly what to do first so you don't waste any resources, energy or time. This is episode 1 of my Learn Foundation Galactic Frontier in Minutes series, where we go from complete beginner to advanced commander step by step, and you can see all of the different episodes that I plan to do until finally we get to the later stuff, the more advanced stuff further on in the game. No long boring guides, no confusing explanations, just fast simple strategies that will hopefully help you on the game. So the first thing that we are going to look at is the login and tutorial. When you first load into the game, you'll get a short cinematic and then you'll appear inside your starter flagship. At the beginning, the game gives you tutorial arrows and pop-up quests everywhere, and all you need to do now at the beginning is just follow these different arrows when they pop up. This should last a few minutes until eventually we move on to the next section, which will be your main quest, which equals your priority on the game. On the right side of the screen, you'll see your main quest lists. These are your most important tasks early game because they guide your progression and give massive rewards. And you'll be doing things like collecting starter resources, upgrading your first buildings, recruiting your first hero, and also completing your first combat mission. And every time you finish one, you will get extra rewards like energy, coins, materials, and also sometimes even new heroes. So moving on to the next section, and this is your energy core. It's your number one priority in the game. It is very similar to what you would see with the likes of keeps and castles in other games. The glowing structure right in the middle controls basically everything. The tutorial will probably ask you to upgrade it early on, and you should definitely follow this, and this will eventually become your quest challenge, if that makes sense. Going over to the game scene and having a look at mine, you will see that mine is currently at level 25, but I am using that now as a guide as to what to upgrade next. So I will click on upgrade on here, and you can see I wouldn't be able to do that until I've got the level 25 main cannon, level 25 iron shipyard. So once you have completed those main quests that the game guides you through, this is where we would be going to next to continue our progression in the game. Upgrading your energy core will also unlock more ship features, more crew capacity, faster production, and also additional building options as well. So for now, just focus on getting it to the level 2s or 3s as quickly as possible, and then this will become super important later on in the game. The next section that we would move on to is building your first modules, and you open up your build menu. There are 3 modules you want running as early as possible. This is your food processor, your water recycler, and your oxygen generator. So let's go and have a look at them on the game now and where they are, and they are up here. So you've got your food processing room, you've got your water circulation system, and then also your smelting room. And making sure that you are upgrading these 3 buildings consistently is going to help you keep your crew alive and also generate the resources you'll constantly need. You may have played other games where it's food, wood, iron, stone. In this one it is the water, the oxygen, and also the food. And also what I would say with this is they do actually fill up quite frequently, so going back into the game and making sure that you are tapping them to collect your resources for free is also very important. The next section will be your hero recruitment, and this is where you will get your first hero. All you need to do is head into the heroes menu and use your free recruitment ticket. When choosing a hero early game, just pick one with the best starting stats, usually marked with green or gold borders. Heroes massively improve combat and ship bonuses, so they are a huge part of progression, and once recruited, assigning them to your flagship right away. Let's go and have a look at what the heroes, or champions should I say, on this game look like, and you will notice that I've got quite a few here. There are a few purple heroes. These are the ones that you will get early days, and then later on the gold heroes will also regularly unlock, and you upgrade these with fragments as you do in other games as well. And then you can click on the recruit. There are some free options. I've already used my free ones today, but making sure you are using your free ones as and when you can is also very, very important. What I would say with this, you can see I've got 65 that I can of course use to recruit, but I'm not doing that, and the reason I'm not doing that is because when we go into the events, which I'll explain in later games, but just wanted to point it out very quickly, the events do come with upgrading heroes as part of the different events. At the moment that is not actually available, so that is why I'm saving them, and I'm waiting for any event that requires hero upgrades or hero recruitment before using them. And that is a quick tip that I would say there. Try to hold back on using them in preparation for these events, which will come later on in the game. Once you have got them, you can assign them to your flagship. This is my flagship here. I've got 3 different ones, and to attach the heroes to this, all I need to do is actually go into the world. This is now my world here. I've got my 3 fleets over here on the left-hand side that you can see. They're all auto-hunting alongside my alliance, but if I was to click into fleet, you would see that I've got all of my different commanders assigned to the different ones. And what you can actually notice as well is they all come with an icon, and matching this up to your flagship, your heroes to this one as well, is definitely what you want to do. And actually it does give a recommended for what you want to do, and you can see pro recommendation. This is something that everyone will get. It's just that some people's heroes will be higher than others, but I don't want to go too deep into this because I want to keep this nice and simple. Let's have a look at the next section, which is going to be your first landing mission, and this is where we go and have a quick look at opening the galaxy map and looking for nearby planets, and then tap on it and launch your first landing mission. So let's go over to the game now and show you what the world looks like. You can already see that we are here, but if I was to zoom out, you will notice it is a big massive system. So you can see we've got planets flying all the way around here. There's different areas we can go to. If I was to click onto this one, I would be able to go over to there, declare war. Be careful, you don't want to obviously do that and upset people, but there's lots of different things that you can go and collect when having a look at this. And you can actually see here, I haven't actually unlocked this bit. Complete voyage encounters in nearby areas to unlock, so there's plenty to do. But just to show you very quickly how big the system is, this is just one planetary system. This is number 9 in the Xarnos area, and if we go into this and have a look at all the different ones, you can see there is a mighty amount of different planetary systems across the universe to go and explore, and there's lots that I haven't physically done yet, so that is something that you will need to do. And when it comes to resources, what you will notice is there are some resources to collect around the different planetary systems. So what you will notice, so you will see them highlighted on here. I can actually go to a different world actually and show you exactly what this looks like. So let's go to one I've never visited. Let's go to this one here, and this is what I'm talking about, resources. It'll be highlighted with this green icon with the hand logo, and then basically if I wanted to go over to there and go and collect all of these different ones, this is how I get some different resources. Nothing massive, but again, if you are collecting these all over the different worlds, they will soon add up. In reference gathering, like on other games, that is not something that really happens on Foundation Galactic Frontier. When it comes to the combat system, it's really simple early on. Just activate your abilities when they light up and let your heroes do the work, and then you will get a nice batch of rewards to kickstart your account. So just going across all of these different things, there are different planetary missions that you go into as well. So you can see we've also got some where we can do that, but these yellow ones, I actually physically need to go across there to physically do that particular mission. And there are lots of different missions, lots of side missions, a lot of battling and things like this. Actually, if I go over and have a look at my traders network, you can see some of the different things that I've got to do in here. I've actually done all of my commissions today, but if I was to go and click onto this one and go to this, you can see exactly what it looks like when it comes to having to defeat Ascendancy minion. I'd actually spend stamina to go and attack that. You can see the power, and I would use all 3 ships to go and attack it. So that is just a little early look at the attacking side and combat system on the game. So let's have a beginner checklist. 5 things to do before you log off. Make sure you are finishing your main quests, follow all the quests and claim all the rewards. Make sure you are upgrading your energy core and get it to level 2 or higher as quick as you can. Build resource modules, build those food processors, water recyclers and oxygen generators. Recruit and assign a hero, and then complete your landing mission, and then we can start moving on to some of the other stuff in the game. As I mentioned earlier as well, I will be doing lots in reference to the different ones. So in the next episode, we will actually get a little bit of a deeper look at the energy core and the upgrade and why it is your #1 priority, before moving on to episode 3, which is how to build your first ship modules. And you can see all of the different ones. And what I will also do as well, just to make you aware, on Top Game Strategies, which is my other YouTube channel, I will be putting all of the clear guides, the real strategies, things like beginner guides, top 10 things, every building explained, so that you get a real good understanding of all of the different games. And I will also be doing that for Foundation Galactic Frontier. So that is it for this particular video. I do appreciate all of the support that I've had on the channel. As I said, the next episode will be your energy core upgrade guide and why it is your #1 priority. Please do support the channel by hitting like and subscribe, and also turn on notifications in preparation for episode 2. And also do let me know in the comments if you've already played this game, or if you haven't, what are your initial thoughts when first seeing the game. I will leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.